Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Exercinic Show. Hey, how's it going? Yesterday, yesterday I tried to stream yet again, guys, and I think Mason came in, and we were having a good time, and yeah, some important things came up. So I'm trying to stream here again. We'll probably stream for a couple hours here, and and see if we can get in some good Blender today. Today on the docket, just in case if you weren't around yesterday, and I think yesterday's stream I'm not going to put up. I'll just kind of give you a little rundown of what's going on right now. So what's going on right now? Hey, X-Nikki, how's it going? Good morning. How are you? Are you doing pretty good?
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, she is.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, X-Nikki.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah. Okay, so yesterday what happened? What happened before was I was organizing some files and I overwrote a file where there was an element in there that I needed to complete the level that we were working on, the level of the arena and the hallway to the arena. It's called Hidden Area. That's what we were working on, and yeah, I lost the gate to that. So if you look back a couple streams, you'll see where I actually modeled the gate, and yeah, I lost that file because it got overwrote, and that happens, guys. So the important thing when you're doing this kind of stuff is to back up, and Mason was talking about also how he backs up his files. So I'm just going to jump back in here. I went ahead when I had a little bit of time, and I actually started to model it really quickly. So I have most of it kind of modeled. So we're going to do some touches, and we'll try to do some painting on it and that kind of thing. Okay, so let's just jump right into it and get this going. Good morning, everyone. Let's go. Okay, here we are. Hopefully that music wasn't too loud. Let's try to organize that. Okay, so here it is. Hidden level gate. we have a separate file, which is what I should have done at the beginning. I probably meant to do that, and I just forgot. So we have the file here. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little random on this, and I started to do the gate itself. Here it is. Let's go. I think maybe like I need one more door piece. Let's do that. So the way I did this, I made a, because I kind of did this outside of a stream. I made a long polygon here, and then I divided it, and I took one of the polygons, and I made like a circle, and and cut the circle out of the polygon here. I made a smaller circle and cut that out of there. And this is based upon some concept art that we have, which I'll bring up in a minute. The concept art doesn't really show too much, but you know, it's pretty much, you know, like most concept artists, was just a guide. I think we want something like this. I think this is the action right here. I'm gonna do Y overlays so we can kind of have an idea of where this, yeah. So this part peak drops right here. Okay, this is looking good. Let's do some cleanup and some fixing up. There needs to be a groove where these things fit into. I'm gonna just fix that right now. Let's go to the top view. Again, you know, I apologize to Mason and anyone yesterday where I just all of a sudden had to split, and you know, it haunted me all day. I don't like splitting on you guys. I don't like taking off like that. I'll try to make sure that does not happen again. Because you guys' time is very important to me. Extremely important. And I appreciate, you know, the fact that, you know, you guys take the time to come and check me out here on the show. Okay, this one did the X-ray mode there. So I think this is looking pretty good. All we need is a couple of pieces and we could duplicate it. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of try to slice this part here. Matter of fact, we could use the bottom part here to do that. Let's do that. It's literally just a copy here. Great. Guys, my wife came and she was like, "Nick, wake up! You got to stream." I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." I was like sleeping, guys. So I just worked straight up and I just jumped, you know, straight into the stream here. I don't like missing any kind of streams. I felt like I haven't streamed in weeks. But again, it's one of those things where um, I try to stream without burdening anyone that watches it with responsibilities of, hey, let's get some loyalty happening here and let's do some zany stuff and you guys could help support me kind of thing. Like, I don't want to do that. Even though it would help me. I just like, you know what? It's all good. I'll do what I gotta do. But to be honest with you guys, if I got at least maybe, let's say, if we had like at least at least 50, 60 people live here with me on stream, the stream would be so much better. Like, I wouldn't have to like run out and do other things. I would be able to focus and make the stream into the kind of thing that maybe a lot of you kind of see. I know that a lot of you is like, wow, this stream has so much potential, you know. And it does have so much potential. There's animations I've drawn for Exercise Nick here and all kinds of stuff I've done, but I can't get to it because I gotta do other things. Because I again, I don't want to like come on the stream and say, hey, give me XYZ and do this and that. Maybe I should. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think I should try to be like other streamers and get the community to donate? The thing is, if you want to help support the stream and if you want to see the stream grow, there's a few things out there that you could help. Like the first thing is like just come in live. If you watch the stream after the fact, it's fine. I understand some people just want to scrub through to the parts that they understand, like YouTube. If I'm making a YouTube video, basically, I'll just edit it like a few seconds, right? Like it'll be like a minute. This entire stream would be a minute, and we just jump to the key parts, right? And all the people out there on YouTube right now who check me out, you're definitely helping me for sure, because I realize like my YouTube viewership is rising, right? So that's great, and I know this is long format, so I try to make each second action packed. That's why I talk a lot, right? So you guys, hopefully the things I'm saying and what I'm doing is interesting, or it's soothing, or it's encouraging, or it's doing something for you. That's my hope, But if by chance you really want to help your boy out here and you really want to see this channel grow and you want to be a part of it, there's a few things you can do. First, like what I mentioned, come live, put me on your notifications when I come on, live. I used to be able to see me exactly at 4 p.m. right? But these days things are a little bit in flux. Just for this past couple of weeks, almost a month. So I come on when I could, but I'm thinking that the streams, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the streams might be early morning streams, late night streams. So we might start like, my dream is to start at least 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and maybe in the afternoon at like 7 p.m. or maybe in the afternoon at 6 in the afternoon, maybe. I'm not sure. The afternoons I'm gonna have to really look at. So we may stream twice in the day, and I think that's cool, we got a lot of work in Soul 3000 to get done, and there's a lot of tutorials to be done. If you want to see a tutorial, specifically me cover things, I know some people ask me to do more human beings, so I'll do that. I personally like hard surface. I think humans feels a little redundant to me, but nothing is wrong with sculpting more characters. We could do that. I have like a ton of characters we could sculpt for sure. So yeah, so basically, so if you want to help your boy, I keep saying you want to help your boy. If you want to help old XSI Nick here, come on live when I'm on, check me out. Another way you could help me, right? And this way is a new way that I started, and I know I've like plugged it a few times, but you know, I don't want to be annoying with it. Okay, so the other way is by, bam, right there, guys, going checking out a merch store. Yeah, we got a merch store. I didn't realize I could do it. I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna bring out merch until like sometime next year, to be honest with you guys. But I was watching a video and a guy was like, you know, you should have, a guy was saying that, you know, I should have merch because it have people out there who would like, you know, probably to have a piece of the show to themselves, you know, memorabilia, you know, things that, like, you know, you could get early on, you know. So these things here, you know, I think they may be a limited run because of the color, especially for the hoodie, right? So the merch, I have a mug. I just recently added like a real cool travel bag. It's like the coolest thing ever, guys. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta add this, right? The travel bag is cool, and the mug is a must, right? It's not quite the orange mug that I have here, but it's, you know, it's a nice design mug with my face on there and some art that you see in the background. And also I got like a yellow t-shirt, an ex Nikki yellow t-shirt, you know. You could, if you're a guy, you could wear it under your clothes. You know, because it has a little bow there, but who cares these days, right? I mean, coolness is cool and colors are just colors, right? And if anyone asks you, say, hey, it's, you know, it's a stream and you could check it out. You know, I purposefully didn't put like Twitch or like links on there or information on there on the and any of the stuff. I didn't put any. The only thing it has is the logo of the stream, which I think looks pretty cool, and it has my face and it has ex Nikki's face, and but the hoodies is even a little bit better, you know. The hoodie on the sleeve, one side of the sleeve says save, so it reminds you to save your work, Control S. On the other side has a cup of coffee that I think it says okay on it. So if you're drinking a cup of coffee with that, with your hand with the hoodie, and you raise it up to your mouth, people can see like, you know, coffee is okay or something. I don't know, but you know, it's a conversation piece around the office. You know, if you wear the hoodie around the office, or if you're wearing it out with friends or whatever it is, you could tell them about the show, that you watch something really positive on YouTube, and especially live on Twitch, right? And if you can't afford any of those, again, just watching me and jumping on when I'm on is all the support that I need. And it really helps. So let me know what I could do for you. I try to stream here for you guys. A lot of game development is very closed. You know, you're seeing a lot more now. You know, more people, more developers are kind of coming out. You know, especially, you know, us indie developers, right? I don't know about it. I don't know if any AAA developers are out, but hopefully, you know, I mean, who knows? We might end up becoming AAA guys. You don't know, right? Things work out in a weird way sometimes. You know, get a couple more employees, probably you know, hire Mason or somebody. I don't know. You know. Who knows how this stuff could go? It will be cool. Okay, here we go. Alright, so remember with Blender, let's put some screen keys on here. I have to find a way to make sure the screen keys are automatically turned on. Remember with Blender, you have to come up over here in the top right, and you should, whenever you're modeling, you should turn back facing on. Maybe throw in a little cavity there, Blender can handle it. And yeah, so back facing shows you which way the polygons are flipped, and this is sorry, which way the polygons are facing, and that's important for like that's very important for when you're doing like these types of game these types of game assets, because the game engine really likes you see, like, look at this, all these doors are flipped, right? And you don't want to do a double-sided material or to turn, you know, it's good when you have backface coloring on, even in engine, because it helps with rendering. Sometimes your graphics cards are really powerful, so you don't notice it, but there it does take a extra thing to render things where the single face is rendered twice. You just want it rendered once, unless you're doing grass, right? Then then you don't want to backface color this stuff. Alright, so then you could do two at a time. That's okay. So Alt N, flip. Oh, there you go. These were yeah, boy, these were instants. That's what we're talking about. Alt N, flip. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and save all this. So this door is staggered, and I think this version of the door is doing a lot better. So what's going to happen is going to go like that, you know, it's going to stagger down like that. Okay, let's really take a look at this thing. It may be wise to just do this whole thing as an element, so we could, like, you know, we could do work on it. That may be the wisest thing. I'm gonna go save this. Excuse me. Okay, so the way that we would rig this would be to put a bone. Is the modeling finish on this? I think so. I think just keeping something simple is good. It would have been, so I think we could do a lot of like modeling texture work on this. I think this probably needs like some kind of rim on the inside, so we could do that. So faces here, select that. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna do that like an before we do an inset, let's go ahead and apply all rotation scale transforms. There we go. And then let's do an inset. Hit that's just I. And I want the thickness of the border to be the thickness of like the step, the first step there. So we can kind of eyeball it a little bit, you know, within the same vicinity. That's great. This part here though, we want to bring this part, we want to get rid of that. Delete faces, grab that edge right here. Grab X, bring that over there. You know, the cool thing is to come up, when you do these things, is to come up with interesting takes on like every element, you know. You could take this render just as is and drop it in like, you know, stable diffusion or something like that and try to come up with like some kind of interesting element in here. I think I wanted the skirt here on the bottom to go right down to the Let's do another extrude. Let's bring it down. Extrude. Right? Because the thing is, like, nothing is on like this flat surface or whatever. And we could make steps down just in case if we wanna take this element and have it completely on a flat ground. So the steps will kind of lead up to that thing. That may be the way to go. I can't believe this element is so low down to the ground. So the steps would like spread out, you know. Let's take a look at that. Let's just see what that looks like. If I do multiple, yeah, steps will probably be about maybe that high. Yeah, and we just spread out. You know what? That may be the safest way. Hold on. Yeah, now we're doing it now. We're doing it now, guys. Check this out. Okay, go from here to maybe here. Oh, come on. Trying to find the shortest path. Kind of like the way that looks. Let's go back here. Okay, what we want to do is to make this a little skinnier. Z. Yeah, that's all step right there. Just a little average about that. Okay. Oh, no, let's just grab exactly what we need. So we just need this to this, not the whole thing. Just trying to find the shortest path. Okay, there we go. Extrude. Let's not do that. Grab Z. Yeah, it's better. Okay, let's see what we could do. Oh, wait a minute. That didn't extrude? Oh, extrude Z. Okay, that's better. Why does that look skewed? Okay. Extrude Z. What? What am I doing wrong? Let's go top view. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what's going on. Extrude. Oh, no, not even. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. That definitely looks... That doesn't even look straight. Maybe it's just an optical... Yeah, it's just an optical illusion. Huh. It says it's straight. Oh, wouldn't you look at that? Okay. We're back. Okay, so give me a second here, guys. I want to document something. Hold on. Let's undo this. Okay. Whoa. Go back. There we do. Okay. I want to test something out. So you could do this. I've done this. This is a thing that you could do. So if you're modeling and you want to test something out and you're not sure, you don't want to just do it on the model, you can just make a new object. That's all. I've done this so many times in the past. It's a really neat little just to pull your head out of the, to pull your head out of like a mode. Okay, so I want to try something. I think there's a trick here in Blender. So let's say we want to make a step. All right, we want to make steps, like make this into steps right here. Let's see something. So subdivide. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, you can't move this stuff? Didn't you used to be able to move this once upon a time? See this? Okay. Oh, you could turn create and you could do this. You could just create the supporting edges like that. Okay, this is fractal. Quad corner type. Okay guys, I'm gonna check this out here. Hold on. There's a way in Blender. Okay, not quite what I saw. There may be another way here. Okay, let's try another way. Let's do that. This may be it here. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to look it up. I mean, there's a manual way, right? You could do this a manual way, so. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do it the manual way. I mean, basically that way that I found would definitely work right now. I just can't find it. I mean, I kind of know where it is, but just do it the manual way. Okay, guys, I'm gonna look for that way. Give me a second. This is, you know, a way, but I think there's a different way. Let's put it that way. I mean, basically, you know, you could take one step. You know, you like the way it lands and the size of it, and you could just kind of go down with that. But I don't want to do it that way. I want to try something out. So I've seen a way here on Pinterest. So I'm gonna look that up. Let me log into Pinterest. I think it may be just a little quirk that Blender has that allows you to do something like this. Let's go in here. Let's log in for a minute here. Nope. Okay, guys, so I'm almost in here. I'll show you guys my Pinterest also because there's some pretty interesting, kind of like, you know, things that I think is inspiring. Okay, so I have a lot of fashion things on here. But this is just their recommendations, you know, they just recommend that. You know, you look up one fashion thing and all of a sudden, you know, they try to sell you like pantyhose or something. I'm totally, that's not for me, but oh, look at that. That's a cool character right there. Okay, let's see what I got in here. Okay, it's more like it. Where would that be? Maybe on the polygons. Okay, let me take a quick peek at that, guys, and I'll show you guys what I found. I remember seeing it, and I was like, oh no, you could do that in Blender real quick. I was like, yo, you don't need a plugin. Let's see if we can get that. Hopefully I saved it. Hopefully I wasn't like, oh yeah, that's easy. I'll remember that. Okay. Oh, I don't see it. Hold on. Let's check another folder. This is all stuff to be done in 3D Code. Let me try one more, guys. For some reason, I'm thinking I'm saving more stuff that's actually in my Pinterest boards. You know, I was like, oh yeah, save that. When I come back, it's like, where is it? Like, I didn't save that. Hold on. Or is it the way that I'm already doing it? Okay, guys, I don't see it in here. So it may be Maybe I dreamt it? I'm dreaming polygons, guys. I'm dreaming polygon modeling. I'm modeling in my dreams. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this the manual way. I literally thought I saw a way that I could get this done. Okay, so I'm gonna knock out the bottom skirt here. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna just expand the step going all the way down. No big deals. Let's see where we land. Let's knock this out right here. There we go. So let's do it this way. Alrighty, so we got that selected. Just delete that faces. Okay, we're gonna use this element here as a step. Let's go select that. One quick way to select element, just quickly shift to the wireframe, select everything, and then shift Z back to ooh, I moved that by accident. That's okay. So let's do D like that, and press P for a separate object. All right. Then you want your cursor in the middle of this edge. Shift C. Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's get back up in there. And Shift Z again to get back your thing. Okay, so we got this selected. All you gotta do is just scale from there, scale it out. Right? That's where you get your step. Then you could look at like the like how wide the pad on the step is there. Just grab a Z. Yeah, you should be able to snap down to the edge here, but this is as I said, this is all Blender. Right there. The Blender snap is a little bit to be desired. That's why I got a plugin called CAD Snap, and the snap acts like a CAD program. So just judging, like this is a good width here. Right, and we got our edge, right, and all we have to do is just I think there's a repeat in Blender. Let's see. Repeat last. Let's see. No, and I think it repeats the last thing. Let's try to see what a repeat here. Repeat. Yeah, so there's a Shift R for repeat last. Or repeat history. There's another thing. So let's duplicate. Right? Let's move it down. To here. Right, let's scale it out. Let's see if we could do a repeat. Let's see what our repeat is about. Repeat history. Select that. Oh, look at that. Size, move, duplicate objects. Wow, that is cool. Yo, Mason. Finally you're here. It's great. How are you doing today? Yeah, sorry about yesterday, Mason. I had a whole explanation at the beginning of the video, apologizing to you about yesterday, how I had to split, but I'm glad you're here now. This is that door that we were making yesterday. Blender has a history, yeah. Look, repeat. Blender has repeat and repeat history. There's two different kinds. So we're going to duplicate object again. And what is that shit? And then repeat. You see, repeat last. Repeat last is Shift R. So it repeats the very last action. Repeat history, and it gives you a history. So I want to move. Look, yep, it's done. Then we want to resize. Repeat history. Bam. In case if you want to know, guys, Blender does have a repeat history on here. Isn't that neat? Let's just do that one more time again. We will fix the steps. I know there's a gap. Space, repeat history, duplicate object, repeat history again. We want to move it. Oh, wrong move. Repeat history. Oh, I destroyed the history. It's all good. Let's move it. Right. Then we want to resize it. Scale it out. Oh, you know why there's a, you know why? Because we're scaling from the top here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this the right way. Let's try it again. Doom, doom, doom. Haha, this is going to be fun. So let's do this. So we got that. Go to edit mode. We select these two parts here. Remove the cursor there. Then we're going to put the... Oh. It doesn't want to do that. Oh, you know, we could get rid of that mirror for now. Just focus on the one thing. Okay, so we got that. Okay, now we're gonna do it. Shift D to duplicate. Right. Gonna grab Z. Gonna move down. Let's do like about there. Really should be snap, guys, but you know Blender snap, right? And we want to scale on the bounding box, so we're going to scale this out. Scale. Okay. So we got a scale here, and then let's just do repeat history now. This let's go. Repeat history. We want to duplicate object. Repeat history. We want to move. Yeah, boy. Repeat history. We want to scale, which is resize. Damn. Look at that. Do it again. History, duplicate objects, repeat history, resize, repeat history, let's move. Let's do one more. History, duplicate object, repeat history. We're gonna move it. Repeat history, resize. Okay, this is looking good. I think we may. Okay. Let's do one more. History. Duplicate object. History. Size. Yeah, that's looking pretty alright. History. Move. Okay. There you go. Alright, and we can just do a little adjustments. You know, nothing. Seeing that this has to be set in stone. Let's bring this up to here. Like so. Okay. And this is all step, guys. Alright. There's some adjustments that need to happen, and we're going to do those right now. Just go to the side view. I'm going to shift Z, get some wireframe on. Wireframe is a friend. So what was going on is incrementally, because I didn't snap it, it was incrementally kind of moving it up. And, you know, that's okay. Gonna bring this down, and this is incrementally also shifting it. But we'll deal with all these things. Blender has a history. It's amazing. Look at that. Not bad. Let's go back to the, that side view one more time. Okay, so last step, I'm gonna just kind of try to clean up a little bit here. Bring this up to the very edge of the bottom. Grab Z. Right, most of the wall is going to be buried, so most of the step is going to be buried, but it's all good. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to just, let's bring this part here in, let's shrink the inner part. So we're going to select the inner polygon here, faces. Let's go back to shaded mode. So we scale along minus the Z axis, or minus the Y actually. Hold on here, minus shift. What is that scaling off of? Okay, I may have to apply rotations and scales on these things. Let's try that. Okay, let's try it now. Let's go individual origins. Let's try that. Not even. Why is it in, I mean, what the local? Oh boy. We're gonna get it, guys. Don't worry about it. Bounding box center. Okay, so this wants to scale a certain way. I'd have to put the cursor where I want, the way I want it to work. It's all good. Let's just get these things all squared up here. Show you guys a way to do that here. Let's go to the side view again. Something like that. Go tab, shift tab, vertices. Let's go into wireframe here. We're going to select all these. We're going to scale along the x-axis 0. Okay. I'm going to bring this all the way to the edge here. Right up to that edge. So let's take a fun way out. So the fun way out is this. We're gonna merge all this. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna go J. Make sure this last one's selected here. Yep. Control J to join, right? Then we're gonna go in face mode. We're just gonna knock out the middle parts here. Right, and we're just gonna do a your standard F from here to here. Bam. Bazam. F. Select this edge, press F to create a face, and then select this edge here, right here, and just keep pressing F. So I'm holding F down, and it just fills it in. And there you go, this is like a solid object there. And in the meantime, guys, I'll look for the way that I saw one time where you could like basically create steps from a sloped angle in Blender. There's a way to do it. Okay, we're gonna merge this with this. J and that. Alright, so it automatically uses the mirror and mirror over there. I'm just gonna do the same thing we've been doing. Just come here to here, press F, and this. Okay, there you go. Finally. Okay, these stairs look like someone could somewhat climb it, right? And all of a sudden this part here is a little fancier. Okay, so I'm just going to select this part here. You know what? Let's put a cursor right here. 3D cursor. 3D cursor is pretty handy in Blender. Right, you could select an object wherever the center of that object is and put a 3D cursor there. So now the reason why I did that is this. Now if I go back and select these objects like so, right? Now I could actually tell it to do stuff based upon the 3D cursor. And the way you do that is you come up here, let's go global, and instead of bounding box we pick 3D cursor. So now everything is going to be off of that. It's kind of like almost like temporary pivots in like 3D Studio Max or Maya. It's like a temporary, you can use it as a temporary pivot. That's what that is right here. And like I'll duplicate all these, right, D. Then I always want to mirror them or rotate them around this point. Let's just rotate them around that point. So I go rotate R, press R for rotate, then is along the Z axis. I'll type 180. Bam, and get doors that fit right in place right there. Right, on the other side, just ready to go. Right, we don't need to do all these doors. We just need to do half of them. Now, this comes up to the fun part here. The fun part is figuring out whether we should do doors in, whether I could do these doors and texture them here in Blender or use 3D Coat. Now, Blender does have a thing to do with metal, and I've covered that in some previous, streams, where you have to plug in a color in order to get your metal to look properly when you bake it. In 3D Coat, you don't have that problem. You just have to bring in your models, put metal, do whatever, and 3D Coat takes care of, the coloring and all that of the metal itself. You get proper maps basically from 3D Coat. No, Blender's not really set up for maps per se, but you have to just kind of know what you're doing when it comes to metal in Blender. So this is the steps here. I think I want to add like a stripe element through here. And the reason why I want to do that is, it's just, it kind of breaks up this flat pad here a bit. So let's press tab here. And let's divide a part. Why didn't this part here divide? So whenever sometimes you don't get what you want, I see like I pressed Control R to get like a split, and I don't want to go through because there's some kind of split there. Okay, I know why. Yeah, it's my bad. I know why. So let's fix that. Okay, let's go here into edit mode. I want vertices. Select all my vertices. See, there's a hanging vertex here. That's why that acted the way it did. We could solve that, I guess. Could do it like that. Scale X. It will be making scale, sorry, Y. It will be making extra, like, you know, do something like that, right? It's all good. Anything for structurally sound mesh, right? Even if it means extra polygons. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to vertex mode. Let's just weld all these by distance. A very small amount, so it did weld a bunch. Okay, so now I could do my my stripe here to some degree. Let's do that. Let's bevel that. I just want to have like a singular like stripe. I don't know if it'll make complete sense, but it'll make some kind of sense. Right, and then I want to connect. I want the stripe to maybe be about. Let's go to the top here. Okay, so where's the center point? The center point is right down the middle. So these, maybe this one here and this one here. Let's connect that to that. Let's go J. Then let's connect this one to this one here. Let's go J. Right, and we could straighten the rest out. Shift C to get into wireframe here. So grab, move it along the y-axis, and we can snap it to that. Grab Y, snap it along that, so we get like a nice thin stripe cutting through here. I don't know if it'll look cool, but sometimes the small details is kind of what, you know, when people look for a game, they look for like all these. I mean, it's unconscious, right? I mean, they mightn't go looking for it, but if it's, you know, if it's there, it, you know, it just makes things look better, I guess. You know, just adding some kind of element. And if you really have a model and you really want to set it apart and show your work, and it's a simple model, these few things I'm about to show you here would help, right? So first of all is like, how is your object being constructed? You know, how is it constructed? What is what? You know, split things up in materials. So this is what I'm doing here. Right? I'm going to split this into where I think materials will land. Right? So check this out. You notice I selected these edges. I'm going to make these edges into kind of like a seam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Control B. That bevels them to make like a small seam. I just want a tiny seam, and this is really a little overkill, but it just adds to it, you know. So I just do something like that, and actually you could do it to all the parts that need a seam. So let's do that first. Let's do that. Let's select all the parts that need a seam. So we have a simple shape here. It's a game object, and I don't want to do too much like sculpting work on steps, and I mean, you know, in the grand scheme of things it's really small, but it'll help if we just do small things to it. So B, bevel, and this is kind of a little bit of a no-no in, you know, doing game meshes, like doing small seams. Like, it just creates tons of polygons that, you know, you probably don't need. So let's extrude, go down. I'm extruding down a bit. Right, but notice like certain parts are not really working, so I'm just gonna undo that and then go Shift S. Right, I'm gonna press S again to get it nice and thing, and then I'm gonna hold Shift to get it nice, and so now it's beveling better. I just want a tiny seam, believe it or not. So the depth of the seam that I'm making here should be about the same thickness as the seam itself. All right. Let's turn this wireframe off of what we're seeing here. Turn that off. Okay, so now it looks, you know, a little more grounded because there's a seam. There's some seams cutting through there. And I'm going to separate some parts here that I want to be a different kind of material. So I'm going to select these parts right here. Oops, where's my faces? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is going to be a different material. So press, let's go one more here. One more here, here, here. Here I'm going to press Control Plus. Can I get down in the nooks and crannies there a bit? Oop, I skipped a step. Let's go back. Control Plus. Yeah, that should get us down into some of these nooks and some of these crannies. Of course, it selected some areas that you know, I personally don't want selected. So I just go back here. Let's unselect those. Oh, this is fine. Selected. This is not fine. This is like a strip, right? Let's go on the other side here. Don't want that. Neither that. Neither that. Neither that. Yep. Okay, so these are strips. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna separate these but leave them in the mesh. So you just press Y, and Y just separates them into their own object, believe it or not, within the mesh. So if we press G, see, look at that. You can move those as separate, and everything else is a different material, which is what it is, which is what I wanted. Alright, so you can add 2 materials to this almost immediately if you want. Let's go new here. I'll call this metal. Ooh, caps lock is on. Metal. Matte. And the other one I want to be concrete. Let's inverse that. Let's go concrete. Oh, wait a minute. Did we even like assign it? Let's go. Whenever you make a material, you have to click assign to assign it to the polygon. This is how you do sub-object materials. If you're from other packages, this is how you do that. Now, in the grand scheme of things, if you look at this, the way that I did this is wrong. I don't know if you guys know that. Oh man. Here we go again. This is wrong, guys. I'll tell you why it's wrong. Because the trim on whatever trim we're working with on this should be the same size trim going down. It shouldn't expand. Oh boy. Can we undo? I didn't realize until the very end. I'm sorry. Z. Control Z. There we go, guys. That's what's wrong. Technically, alright, this is what it is. Technically, this... No. The trim and the size of the step should stay the same. It shouldn't increase as we go. Wow. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. Why did that happen? That was not supposed to happen like that, though. It happened, guys. I would like everything to stay at least this size here. But we need to expand that out. If we expand it out, it shouldn't go... It's scaled in a Z. even though we told it not to. So, you know what that means. This is a pain, guys. We're gonna figure this out. That means we gotta do it over. Don't discourage, don't despair. I never had stairs give me this problem. I did radial stairs before in the past. But you know what? I did everything with measurements, right? I had like all my things measured out and all that sort of stuff. I'm just trying to do this logically. And it should work logically. You know, it shouldn't not work. Hold on. Something is going on here with Blender. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, I know what happened. It was my bad, guys. You're supposed to have the pivot point on the very bottom part here. That's what's going on. So let's do that. Put that there. And let's separate this element here one more time. Okay. Why? Okay. Okay, here we go. This should work now. Oh boy. We don't have to do the seams over. Well, we'll have to like re-expand the seams. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this the better way. Let's do this the gooder way. Get rid of that. Oops, got rid of the wrong thing. Alright, let's get rid of this, get rid of that. Let's go to top view. But you know the path that we have to take. We just have to make sure it's geometrically everything is working out. You know, I can't have it look goofy like that. I just took for granted everything was being scaled in the right way, and definitely shouldn't do that. So all what I showed you there was the way not to do it. It's all good, guys. And you see, if I was making a tutorial, I would edit all that out. But this is live, guys. This is not a tutorial, this is me actually doing a game asset. Okay. Bam. Alright. Look like we're getting back in action. Let's go to face. Shaded. X. So only faces. Yep. You could fill this back. Oh, my bad. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right. Oh, starting back. Let's also shade this here in this flat shade. Okay. Let's apply. Let's put the point right there. Okay, come back here. Okay, everything is looking copacetic. Everything is looking cool. Why do people say copacetic? I don't know. Don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, duplicate it, You're gonna really pay attention this time. Grab Z. Grab, snap that guy there. Okay, so now I should be able to expand it without it growing. So that'll be scale, right? And you minus the Z-axis. Yeah, that's all we needed. Come on. You couldn't do that before, Blender? That's all we needed. That's exactly what we needed. For some reason, I don't know what happened. Huh. Let's see what repeat last does. Oh, wow, look at the history on this thing. You know what? I think I'll move these myself. That's because of the whole blender snap issue. Okay, this is looking a whole lot better. You know, that's what you want. And you know what they do, even though, like, ideally what you'd want is the distance between here and here to be exactly the same, here and here to be exactly the same, and just keep radiating out. But this is a game, guys. You don't need to do that. Just, you know, like the finer details, like the edges should be the same. I mean, it would look better. Okay, we'll adjust that. Let's go ahead. Let's repeat. Duplicate object. Okay, resize. Yeah, that's a lot better. Do the resize on that. I mean, it's probably better that it radiates out like this and not try to keep everything the same width. Or maybe we could like try to divide that. Okay, then expand it. Okay, we could do that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. This is looking good enough. This is looking a lot better. That's why it's good to like double check what you're doing. Okay, so we wanna divide the sides here. I'm gonna go to the top. So let's grab we're gonna put a point here. Let's do that. Let's move the 3D cursor right here. And I don't think I have extra objects on. Let's see. Mesh. No, I don't. Okay, so this is another cool thing, guys. You could turn on extra objects for Blender. You come here, up in Edit, right? And extra objects will give you something like a point that you could place anywhere in Blender. So let's go into Add-ons. Okay, so this is add-ons. Wasn't there categories like modeling? Oh, this is get extensions. Okay, so this is a little bit different. Let's see here. Allow online access. Okay, here we go. Oh, it actually gives you the okay, I see. Available screencast keys. Is installed. What are these? Oh, these are telling you what you have right on. Okay, I see. Okay, so we want to get extension. Okay, fine. Repositories, add-ons. Okay, themes. Okay, I see. So let's go. Let's go here. We want extra mesh objects. I think that's it. Let's install that. Extra curve objects. Let's take it a step at a time. Okay, so let's go that. Oh, here we go. Single vert. Add single vert. Bam. Let's make sure we're in vertice mode. Then you're going to go extrude. I'm going to extrude along the Y. I'm going to extrude up to this point right here. Let's go to the top here. Let's see the wireframe here for a minute. Right here. Okay. Let's divide between here and here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 cuts. So right click, subdivide. Alright, so it should be spread out like this to get it all nice and even. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what we get. Oh, this is another thing I wanted. Can you view points on an object? Can you view an object's points in Blender? That would be cool if you can. The way you want to expand this should be fine going from the object's origin bottom. Yeah. We want the outer edge to expand. We can select the outer edges, no big deals. Let's just do this, that. Let's go top. Scale. Huh. Wow, it doesn't want to scale the active points, so let's do this. Let's put a 3D cursor down there. 3D cursor is our friend here. 3D cursor to selected. Okay. Surprised I didn't want. Maybe if it did local, but anyways, this will work too. Let's also select these. And just this stud edge and put it in its own thing here. There you go. Let's check the points here. Okay, affect move, affect scale. See? Okay, here we are. Oh, I can't see the points though. Is there a way to do that? Okay, we could view bones, origin, all origins, that's fine. Wireframe. I'm gonna have to look this up, guys. I have no idea. Does anyone? Whoa, Monette, how's it going? Yeah, it's going. I just saw you in here. Hello. How's the little one? How you doing? Just saw you, Monette. It's going pretty good. We just creating steps right here. Steps for a door. Okay guys, so if you want to display verts on an object in Blender, this is what you have to do. You have to make a tiny little isosphere. Like this. Like a colored one. Make it tiny. So that's representing your vertice. Then you want to parent it to the point. Parent to object. Right? Then what you want to do is come here, select the object, and do oops, let's come back here. Let's do this over. Yes, parented there. Let's try it again. Control P, parent that. Why does not want to move? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this is the object. Maybe it's a little too tiny. Let's scale it up. Something like that. Okay. Here to here. Isn't it supposed to move this way? I don't know why it's not moving. Let's go spring. Let's come here. Grab. Let's just put that there. What do we have? Oh, we have 3D cursor. Okay. Oh, you want to put a point. Put this as a point here. I hope all is well with you, Monette. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. I hope the little one is doing pretty good too. What's blocking this? Why is the snapping so crummy in here? You know what? It's doing it to the boundary box again, guys. My bad. Still no. Medium points. Active element. Okay, time to get CAD Snap. I held out long enough. Let's install another plugin. This is what happens, guys. In Blender. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Install from disk. I know in here I have let's go here. Software, Linux, Blender, add-ons. Let's see, maybe in 3 I had cat snaps. Quick snap. Oh, that's another one. Try that one later. Quick snap. Maybe that's it. Let's install that one. Install quick snap. Let's see what quick snap is about. Shift Control V. This is something different. Shift Control V. Oh. Okay, so update it. Save. Okay. Okay. I say shift Control V. Huh. Pick the source, vertex, or point. I don't know. This is like sub object. Let's get out of here. Where's my CAD snap? Let's go back. Let's jump back in here. Oh, right here. This is SL CAD. That's the name of it. Let's see. SG selection. Yep. Let's go back here. CAD transforms. Oh, there's an error. Really? Oh no. We gotta download the newest one. Download SL card for Blender. Oh, gotta jump in here and see. Okay, I gotta log in here, guys. We have no time for that. Okay. I'm gonna have to get it. So select these two, go select it to active. Let's just do that. Shift selection to active. There you go. Right. Oh, okay. I'm gonna select that vertices. Right. We're gonna merge this here to this parent object. Right, so now we could see the points because this is there. Let's just scale this up a bit. Yeah, so these are the points on the, that's how you're able to see that, guys. There you go, bingo. Let's go, okay, we go back to the top. This one is already snapped there. Let's grab this one. Let's just bring the cursor down to this level here. Cursor to selected, it's down to that level. And I want to use the 3D cursor to scale off of. Let's go to it. And we're using scale snap. Scale minus the Z. Oh, we need to do it on the sub object level, my bad. We need to do it on these. Let's go to the top. Okay, scale shift Z. Alright, just snap into that. Okay. Alright, so these technically are the same size. Let's do it with this one here again. To the top. We're getting in the vicinity, you know. I don't know if the spheres all of a sudden is influencing it, but and we should be able to scale without going to the top view. It's all good, guys, right? So let's try that. The scaling. Oh, come on. Scaling, Shift Z, watch. Let's turn off this doopy thing. I think I know where I'm at. None. Okay. Scale Z. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay. Scale Z or Shift Z. There you go. And the last point is up to that point. Okay, so these are all the same thickness, right? Scale out, same step. So this looks proper, right? This is the way that you do it. Okay, so let's go back to our way of bringing this all together. We're gonna select this. All these are the same thickness. This is the correct way. And we're gonna go ahead and merge these. So the way earlier that I showed you is the way that, you know, most people would try to do it, and that's not correct. Let's delete these faces here, right? Let's go edge to edge here, face, and we just continue doing what we did. F, correct. Let's do that with this face, that. Face. I wonder if we could do double Fs. Nope. We do this one at a time. Okay. Okay. It's working. The important thing, like when you're doing this stuff, is knowing what you're seeing, right? So like I looked, and the stairs look probably kind of fine, but it won't like correct in like a real world sense. So I went back and make sure that they were, and that's what's thing. So they're all the same thickness, all the same depth. That's what they call the same depth, and they're all the same height, right? And it looks better. Now the trim that we're doing has got to be the same way. It's got to be the same thickness of trim, which is the thickness of trim is the thickness of what this height here should be. And let's go ahead and let's get that going. One cool way to do that, you could just simply just grab a little stick from here or anywhere. It's the same height. Well, let's just save here for a minute. Save. Let's grab this guy. Rotate him. Oh, we want him in his own bounding box, not in a 3D cursor. Rotate. Let's go to 90. 0. Come on. Rotate. I don't know what's going on, guys. Hold on. There you go. Let's grab it. Okay. So that's the thickness of that. Right? I'm gonna separate this guy out. Let's just select him. Go back here. And let's just add his pivot point right there. This is his pivot. Let's go to the top view here. All right. So what we got to do, right? Let's bring those up to that point. I'm going to duplicate this guy. Snap him here. Okay, we're ready to go with doing these properly. Alright, so all I have to do is R, split it, and snap up to that point. Same thing. Alright. Oops. Ah, what happened there? Okay. Okay, let's make sure that's correct. Let's do it again. My bad. R is a loop cut. That's Control R is to make a loop cut. Oh, my screencast keys are off, but we turn them back on again. Control R. Control R. Okay. So we have the correct edge on everything. Finally. Let's bring everything else back into view. Okay, we can get rid of these extra little objects that we created. Let's just do this, like everything here. Just delete that. All right. Go ahead, save that. Let's right click on this and do auto shade. Oh, I click on that auto shade. There we go. Okay. So now we want to make like you know, like a groove in this, right? So we can bring everything else back. There we go. This already has its groove in there. I'm gonna leave this as the exception. Let's just do the rest of these. A seam on this. Now technically when you do the seam is not gonna, is gonna divide this distance, and you want the edge of that seam, of the seam here, to actually be where this starts here, but we're not gonna be that, you know, overly crazy about it. gonna give this a little bit of that. I'm gonna give it a little bit of extrude, and then that's it. Eyeball this part, it's no big deals. Alright, there you go. That's what we wanted all along. Then you just merge that to that. Alright, getting on the other side, looking all snazzy. That's all we were trying to do, guys. Let's get this here fixed. Alright, we want to make sure that these are together. Okay, it's all one. And it's okay if there's a little gap there, because the crack is not going to see past that. It's all good. We don't have to have it like completely airtight. At least not right now. Save this. Let's look on the bottom here. Yeah, that looks fine. Looking good. Actually, I'm looking at this, and the bottom here doesn't need to have this big gap, because the doors are not gonna collapse all the way up. It's just this one right here. So this could be a little bit different. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Let's go to the top view here. Yeah, nothing is ever going to interface with this top part here. Let's just do something like this, where this is like right there. Select this edge here, grab X, right where the one sliver is supposed to go. Yeah, nothing is ever going to go up in there, so this is correct here. And technically we could do a light, like some kind of light element here, but I think this should be fine without any kind of extra work, you know. Because sometimes, you know, if you have everything lit, it just looks bad, and you know, you got to stick with the concept art, and the concept art here is just trying to get everything to be solid. So I'm just gonna stick with that. Okay guys, so we got our door back. Let's make sure it's safe. Yes. Can we move on to some sort of texturing? Wouldn't that be cool? Some sort of rigging. I like texture and have everything going and then rig it like last, you know, last. Okay, so this will be one element, and I think I'm gonna grab all of the door on this side. This is gonna be another element. These are all the elements that need to be textured. Yeah, let's prepare it for texturing then. So we're gonna, you know, see, now we know what it looks like. Let's just destroy that. You know, collapse all this into one thing here. Right. Do a static mesh. Select these back. Collapse these into a static mesh also. Right. And these are the parts we don't need right now. Right. Just need this one part and this part here also. Collapse this into a static mesh. Looking like it's good to go like this. I'm gonna leave this element here because it's probably gonna lend to, you know, the overall effect when we add some ambient occlusion to this. Now looking at this, see now we have that gold trim. Wouldn't it be nice to have like a gold trim along the edge here? It look pretty fancy, right? I almost don't want, yeah, let's not do that. I mean, it would look cool. See something here for a minute? You know, we could take like a single edge here and just gonna stamp it in there. Let's see something. Something like that. Let's duplicate that. Yeah, so something like, would this something like this work? I'm just looking, guys. Let me think about this for a minute. Would this work? Would add some more like ornateness to it. Maybe another seam. You know, seams is where it's at. Yeah, that's the ticket. Let's see if we could do another seam in here. So that looks goofy right there. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's do a double seam. It's probably gonna take, you know, probably gonna give you a little bit of a head trip to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and separate this, separate selection. And of course, we just have to do it on this one here. And let's just duplicate this here. Got to do the top one just to kind of make sure it looks like something. Let's go to a perfect front view here. There we go. A little eyeball-y, you know, it's all good. Okay, let's do it here. So I'm gonna select this guy here, then this guy here. Let's go back to that front view. Let's go into face mode here. Oh, one thing, we gotta convert this into a curve. Just like that. See. Okay, convert those into a curve. Except for this one, let's do that one. To a curve. Okay. Is it a curve? Yes, it is. Okay, let's go into face mode, select all the faces, make sure we're in a perfect front view. Is this front? Yep. Or right, or whatever view this is. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do a knife project. Caps lock. Okay, let's go. Knife project. Bam. Let's see if that worked. I don't know if it did. Oh man, I think that worked. Bam. Oh yeah, boy. We got it. We got a little knife project. Oh man, you know, I just thought of like, it would be so cool if we just like kind of push this in or we pull that out. But you know what? No, we're sticking with the seam. We're sticking with the seam. Okay, I'm gonna bevel this. That's looking fishy. Okay, it's looking a little bit fishy here. Let's isolate this. We just have to do it to one side. It's all good. I'm gonna let's clean this up before we extrude it in. Just gonna do a little bit of cleanup. I happen to know the edges always like to loop. Let's go to last. Right. Yeah, it's a little point. Okay. Let's go here, this last point right here. Bingo. Why does today feel like a Saturday? I had a long week. Because I think I know why. Because we normally have our Saturday hangouts like around this time. That's why. Okay. I'm just gonna push it in. Let's see what the. It's about. I'm pushing it in about almost the same thickness as this is wide. Alright, so this is screwed up. That's okay. We could get that back. Just gonna right click and then auto smooth like that. Just run the auto smooth again. Let's see that. Okay. Alright, so there's a lot of atrocities going on here, right? So you gotta like really tell it like, you know, what you're doing with all this stuff. And there's like these sharp edges happening. So let's go in and see where we can make sense of this a little bit. So I'm just gonna select everything here and edge, go into edge mode. Right click. I'm gonna remove all sharps, clear sharp. Right, that's what you get. And I think the sharp is happening because we did that auto thing. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to give it some supporting, some supports right here. Let's jump in here and see what this is about. Okay, so this part here to like maybe one part here in the circle. Ideally you could go up like that, but I think that's, you know, it's gonna tessellate it. However, you gotta tell it. So I'm gonna try to have it tessellate in a nice-ish way. So I'm gonna join that point with that point. Yeah, something like that. Or you could even cap off the, you know, the circle part here. And then, yeah, you could do a lot of things, but let's just take it one step at a time here. Let's do that. Let's do J, right? Because, you know, see, like it wants to tessellate in its own way. And that's fine, but we just kind of want to control it just a little bit, right? See this corner here? It's just hanging, right? We're just going to tell it, you know, to be a little bit neater about it. So we're going to go here, J, right? I'm just kind of trying to give it a little bit of neatness. Right, about the same, in the same instance as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, there's J in that. Right, so we're kind of saying, hey, you know, do it this way instead. Right. Same thing with here. It's like what should we do? Here, you know, it has a supporting edge here, but like, you know, I want maybe here to go somewhere like on the circle, hang on the circle. Right, so let's go J there. So cut, right? So trying to neaten it up a bit, and then we could run our then we could run our edge on there. So something like that. It's not perfect, but it's better than what it wants to do by itself. And you see, like it's coming like, oh, here then there. We could literally come in here and split like these in half here, right? And say, okay, this half goes to like this half here. Let's do a J again, right? So it's kind of neaten it up, and here, and then maybe like half, maybe like about there, and then just hit J on that. Right. Literally, you could be more. You know, think about this. You could like split this in half and only do half side, and nah, it's just too much, man. Like this, you know, let's just keep it a certain way, and let's just do the back here. I'm gonna like half of this circle, maybe about there. Come here, split that right there, J. But we're just telling it where we want it to tessellate, rather than it trying to figure it out. That's what these cuts are. Do a J there. Oops, go a bit higher. Do a J. Okay. All right. So we got something. All right, guys. So now, right, we're gonna just come back here and go auto smooth, right? Right, and you know, any kind of that what I just did is to prevent any kind of weird. If something weird happens, it still looks kind of. It would look still kind of okay, right? Alright, so like because all these are duplicated, it just did it all the way up, and we just have to select these, no big deals. Come here, right click, auto smooth, like so, no big deals. Right. You can select even these and just convert all these to a mesh. This bottom part here, I'm just gonna leave as is. I mean, ideally you'll probably want to bring this and get like a little tip of something happening there, but I think that might be too much. Let's do this last part right here. So select that. Let's go to this view. Let's isolate just that. Do the same thing. This one is a little bit different, has more supporting edges on this one, so I'm just gonna go ahead here and project. Yeah, on.
I'm headed to Tops. I got a shop.
Okay.
It's 9:15, so by the time I get this done, we'll have to head out for 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Right?
You need any help?
Well, I can at least do that while you're getting ready to shop.
Okay. Need any help?
It's only like 15 items.
Give me a call when you're done,
Yeah.
and I'll come and I'll drop it. I'll help you drop it.
That'll work while you get ready.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, guys. Yeah, as you could hear there, I have to kind of split. So let's just finish this little part here, and I'm gonna go help out in a minute here. And anyways, you know, we kind of reached a milestone here in the in making this door. I don't know if like let me go back here and check this. I don't know if I like putting a cut in there. I don't know if I like that. Oh no, look at that. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, this part needs to do its thing. Okay, I see what's happening here. Okay, let's get that. Let's get that. Okay, let's get that. Okay, I think we might reach a ways here. All right, yeah, just cleaning that up. You know, before it was like, you know, if we was to cut directly into that, we'll make a complete mess. But this is better. Okay, let's do that knife project. There we go. Got a knife project. Let's go here. Okay. That's what we need there. I'm gonna bevel that. Okay, see, let's go here, select this to here, that to there. Okay, that to there. Okay, let's go ahead and extrude. All right, so this is shaping up like everything else. Over this vertex mode. Very corner. Let's hook it up with one of these guys. Go like that. Hey guys, I'm gonna try to wrap this up. I know if you heard earlier, I gotta go split and help my wife with some shopping today. So I'll be back later for sure. I know I've said that before, but yeah, I'm definitely going to make a point of coming right back, and we're going to do more work on this stuff. So if you don't have time this morning, you know, definitely, you know, it'll be wonderful to be able to stream, you know, this kind of stuff, you know, at least twice, you know, 2 times in a day. At least that's what I think. I think it would be pretty cool. I just did that center cut there, just to do this. I realized it needed a center cut. Now, when you're joining these things, you don't press F. F is a trick. You gotta press J. Alright, that's what I'm. If you look at the controls here, I'm pressing J to do the split. F makes a line, but it's not splitting the actual polygon. And sometimes that confuses people. Let's do another split here. Okay. It's the last split. The last of the Mohicans. Okay. Let's go J here. J. Okay, so we got this going. I'm gonna right click auto smooth. Oh, look at that. That means that these weren't these weren't like J, these were F. Okay, let's get rid of that. Even the center one here. Okay, these weren't joined properly. You gotta press J. And sometimes that happens to me, like sometimes I press F by accident. So J, yeah. J actually does the split. Perfect. Better. That's exactly what we need. Alright guys, there you go. Let's go back. Okay, so that was nice. Being able to do those seams. Let's get rid of these. Delete. Let's just save again. So we added a little more detail by adding these kind of like little seams that echo the cut on the door itself. Okay guys. Just keeping it simple, getting back to basics, right? Let's put a plane down here just to see what's up. Aha, see right there. Let's go into shading. Let's get our rendering action happening. So right now there's nothing going on here. Let's go new here. Let's make this really dark. Let's go shade. Let's go into shade mode. We want when you're doing this kind of work like shading and texturing, Eevee is nice. But you really want to use cycles. The cycles allows you to bake. So I'm gonna go change it to cycles. I'm gonna go GPU, right? I'm gonna change this to 64 samples. So we just want to be able to see. Then we're gonna denoise it. Let's just bring this in like so. And then you want to go over to your settings over here. Render settings, let's go here. The world settings, and you want to go color in the world settings, sky texture, and it just makes a sky so we could see everything. By default, you know, like the material on the ground here that I made has some shininess. I'll turn the roughness all the way up. This should be more black than this, but the sun is beating down on it in a certain way. So this is my sun. If you come here in the right, the sky that I picked. You know, these are my settings right here. Sun elevation, I normally like to do 60 if it's kind of a little more overhead, and then you just rotate it, you know, till you get some nice shadows. I want to rotate it so that the sun kind of beats down on the step there a bit, right, and gives the wall a little bit of an edge there. I don't know why this wall is behaving like this, metallic. Okay, there's some kind of weird stuff happening here with the wall. That's fine. Yeah. This is just a standing wall. Actually, we could no, let's leave it like this. Let's pull up the roughness. Up on that. Why is the base color so channel packed? Straight. But none. Straight. Or maybe the normal is what's screwing it up. Non-color. To me, like the base color should shine through on this. I'm not sure what's going on here. Anyways, so we got the sun rotation, a little bit of that. You know, this is just, you know, aesthetics at this point. Yeah, this feels much more natural. If I turn down the environment strength, I know most people say, hey, leave the environment strength and then do your thing, but this has worked for me. I've tried it the other way, with using the going into color management and using your exposure, which also works. Exposure of minus 2.2 actually does work, right? But we want to get the result when baked back. We want the result that we're seeing baked back into there, and I'm not sure if we get that result baked back by viewing it that way. Yeah, 2.2 works, and then you could turn up your environment strength to 0.5, I guess. You know, and this feels a little bit more natural because you want your color back, and you want, you know, it's supposed to be a black ground, and you don't really get it, but it's fine. And the roughness down on that a bit. Okay, so this is kind of what we get. We just want to be able to see when we zoom in, get some white and see the seams happening. So we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back again a little bit later, and we're gonna do some texturing of this element here. If you're a person on the ground looking up, what would it look like? That's the question. It'll be so big you can't tell what's happening. Yeah, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. This has been fun. You know, we've been going for a little bit of 2 hours. You know, we're gonna get back there where we stream for 4 hours and probably even 8 one day. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, guys. You know, as you heard earlier, you know, I got some stuff I gotta take care of real quick, but we'll be back later. You know, and we'll continue modeling and doing stuff like that. You know, again, I want to shout out Monette for coming in and saying hello. I want to shout out Mason for coming in and saying hello. Guys, you see, if you want to help me a little bit there, and if you wanted some nice memorabilia, you know, for the stream, because we've been streaming on Twitch for probably over like, you know, what, maybe 2-3 years, maybe. Guys, get the merch in the merch store there. It's exercisenickshop.fortwall.com, and yeah, exercisenick-shop.fortwall.com. Okay, I'll see you guys later. God bless. Thanks for tuning in and checking me out, and checking X Nikki out also. And you know, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, from me and X Nikki, We just want to say thanks again. Yep, yeah, there's that sneaky saying thanks. And guys, we'll catch up probably hopefully a little bit later, if not later, definitely tomorrow. And yeah, the times of the stream is going to change, so it's going to be early mornings, even earlier than where we started today, so that at least we will at least try to stream for 3 to 4 hours and try to pack as much. I'm trying to pack as much into these streams as I can. It's just I gotta ramp up to that. Okay, and you know, we have segments, you know, like 1 hour dragons. We got all kinds of things on the horizon. Stick in there, tell your friends. The more people we have in there, the more chatter, the better things get. Awesome. See you guys later. Bye bye.